Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kayla Jade. I do weekly vlogs. I post about either my lifestyle here in DC, my dog Barkley, or the military. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for being here. So today we're going to do a skincare routine of kind of what I do. I try to do this every night. I said try, but I'm also going to be taking you guys through the products I use like 24/7. And yeah, my skin is constantly changing, especially since moving out here to DC from Florida. I was used to growing up with like super oily oil, but then whenever I moved to DC, my skin got really dry really fast. Not like whenever I moved to Korea the year before last, my skin got super dry. Like I would walk around just cracking literally all over. So I had to completely change my facial routine. I didn't even know like where to start or how to go about it. And then I pretty much spent like that first 6 months in Korea just slugging. And pretty much if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much where you just put a bunch of, like you wet your face and then you put a bunch of Vaseline and then you usually put like also another sealant on top. So that way like you walk around moisturized just 24/7, and it was crazy. So I have updated my skincare routine since then. Right now it's that weird fall season in DC, so it's like some days it's super hot, some days it's super cold, some days it's just torture, other days are better. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So first up, no matter what time of year it is, I have to do a double cleanse, otherwise my skin, like I break out completely. So I always start off with just the CeraVe, and then I do the hydrating facial cleanser, so it's like the first one, and then right after that I'll follow it up with kind of like an oil control, because if I don't, my skin gets ridiculously oily, and then that's what causes a lot of my breakouts. So yeah. I usually do this in the shower. Oddly enough, I am not one of those people where I'll wash my face like 3 times in the shower. I'll do this 3 times, and then as soon as I get out of the shower I'll do it again, just because I don't know, I have this weird hypothesis that whenever you step out of the shower you're collecting more dirt. Don't know why. That's probably why it takes me so long to get ready in the morning. It takes me like about 2 hours. That's also because I have to work out, otherwise I'm really mean. That was the CeraVe first, and then I go back with the oil control. I don't use the same products 24/7 because otherwise I feel like my skin's always fighting me. So if my skin gets used to a certain product nonstop, it'll start to break out anyway. So I usually switch up my products, but I stay around the same like needs. I usually stay around hydrating, moisturizing cleanser, and then I'll follow it with the oil control cleanser. And I really like using any type of charcoal. My skin really enjoys that. Ooh. I won't pat my skin all the way dry. I'll leave like a lot of water because otherwise I dry out. Then I'll do, this is great for dark spots. It's Pod's color correction. This one's usually hard to find in stores for me, so I usually order it off of Amazon, or you can find it at like your local beauty store. During my morning, I also really enjoy to say mantras. So I usually kind of look myself dead in the mirror and I'll say whatever I need to hear. And I love this quote that I heard like last week that was like, your thoughts are your reality. So just, and those turn into fact, which is, it sounds delusional because it is. But I don't know, it just helps with my confidence, or just whatever like I'm manifesting. It also helps if you have like a crush and you're trying to like gain some confidence. It's something about like when you look yourself deep, like deep in your eyes, you kind of remember like, you know, who you are. Okay, so next I do a caffeine solution. I picked this bad boy up in Korea. And these are really good for bags, which you guys see I have really deep bags. And if you also struggle with this, please comment below of how you go about it. I tried the spoon technique, like where you freeze a spoon, and that just doesn't work. I've had these bags since I was a kid. Someone said that it was allergies, and I was like, I'm not allergic to anything. But the caffeine solution is like the only thing that kind of sort of helps. I usually rub it around my cheeks and especially under my eyes. It works like a great eye cream. Okay. Rub that all the way in. And then if I see any type of like acne popping up, I'll use this if I'm planning on going out somewhere, because you can put this under your makeup. But if I'm planning on going straight to bed, I'll use this because it's a lot stronger. There we go. Kind of. So this is the CeraVe Acne Control Gel. I just don't like the way it feels because it feels like it's burning, which probably means that it's working. But I just don't like it. And then if it's wintertime and I'm like really struggling outside, I'll use just a shea butter that I picked up in the store. And I'll just take a lot of it. I'm gonna go ahead and use it because it's already wintertime. You're probably like, oh my gosh, this is so much moisturizer. I have to. So I'll just take it a little bit and then just put it around my skin. I actually love the way that it smells. Because it's just raw shea butter. Okay. And then so what I'm doing now is that I grabbed my Vaseline tub. I have a Vaseline tub everywhere since that whole traumatic experience of my face cracking. I have one in my backpack that I take to work, I have one in my car, and then I have one in my house. And it's just these huge tubs, and people look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm like, dude, I could just be walking around cracking. So next what I do is that I take my toothbrush and I just rub it against my lips and I just do a soft exfoliate. This is my favorite thing to do. I live for this. Especially if I know that I'm gonna like be wearing a lipstick sometime that day. Oh my god. I look insane. That's the weirdest part about vlogging, is that I see myself in the mirror, but then once I look in the camera, I'll be like, oh my god, I look crazy. And also not cursing, because I want to hop on here. I have like a bit of a potty mouth. My mom's from Brooklyn, so not to blame her. Ooh, she's gonna hop on here and be like, you blamed me. But yeah. Okay, after that, I'll rinse it off. Wrap it off. And hit it with a little bit of Vaseline. My lips feel all tingly now. I feel like, yeah. That sounded crazy. My lips feel all tingly now. Oh my god, that sounded insane. Okay. Then if I have time at night, I'll usually roll my face out. Because one, rose quartz is like super good for manifesting like love and happiness. And then two, when you like go around and you roll your skin, it's just good for, oh, what's the word? It's really good for the thing in your neck. It's called something. Like inflammation, any type of like mucus that you might be carrying. It's really good for like swelling in your face. And then it's also good for your bags, if that's a problem for you. It's a problem for me. So yeah. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tweeze around my chin area. When it comes to my upper lip, I actually don't like to tweeze it. I find that it's counterproductive tweezing my upper lip, but I will shave it just with like a little razor. I won't shave my eyebrows because I shaved my eyebrow off when I was a child. I was about 13 years old. So I don't trust myself with a razor on my eyebrows anymore. But I do tweeze them. For years I had an arch in my eyebrow. I still kind of do. It's a natural arch. I'm over here like trusting myself. I'll just do a little cleanup. Ooh, right. That's how I know whenever it's time to do my eyebrows, is whenever the arch naturally like makes its way back. I'll be like, ooh, it's time to tweeze these curls. And then for years I thought my eyebrows had to look exactly the same, like they had to be the same, you know, like they had to look exactly the same. But then I love that quote, like, you know, they're sisters, not twins. And I love that because they could look alike, but they don't need to be, ooh, mother trucker. They don't need to be exactly the same. And I really, really try to avoid over plucking. On both the top and the bottom. Because otherwise I end up walking around looking like, you know, characters out of a 90s sitcom. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but for me, I end up looking crazy. You're still like y'all see that? That looks fine. I'm not gonna over pluck. Okay. But that is my super simple facial routine. I really don't put a lot into it. I found that for my skin, like the less I did, the better. Whenever I started adding in like certain things, like maybe like a toner or just any type of other products, if it wasn't just either a cleanser or a moisturizer, my skin would start to just freak out. But the caffeine really did shift a lot of things for me, because as long as I use it day and night, my bags will start to have less puffiness. They'll still be there. I don't think there's really anything I can do about it. I've tried everything. If you also have puffy bags like on your eyes, comment below and let me know how you kind of deal with it. But all in all, that is really my super simple cleansing morning and night routine. I keep it really simple for me. Let me know what your routine is, and then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.